Hey, what's up, JoJo in the morning? I hope you are having a superb day. It's a great day to be alive. It's just a good season that we're in. I want to talk to you about something that's really practical today. No matter what you're doing in your life, no matter what you're kind of endeavoring to do, this is something that's going to be able to help you move forward in your life. Okay, I want to talk to you about good intentions versus action. Good intentions versus actions. Okay, I was talking to some of our health coaches in our health coaching business recently, and there was this one coach that was just super busy in life, so busy. And so they had about an hour to work on this health coaching business a day. And it literally blew my mind how much they got done in 1 hour. Wow. Just blew my mind what they could do in an hour. And then I was talking to this one person who had a lot of extra time and talked about doing stuff, talked about this and that and all of this, but they never really did a whole lot, but had a lot of free time. They had good intentions, but had no action. You know, a lot of times when I talk to people, they're like, oh, starting next week, I'm going to have a Bible time at this time and a prayer time at this time and a prayer call with this. And and they start telling all this stuff that they're setting up. And I'm like, that's great. Good intentions are great. But what I want to ask you is about what kind of actions are you moving forward in and doing right now? Whenever I talk to people, one of the first things I say, hey, what you been reading? Oh, well, I had bought a new book and I had thought about starting it in a few weeks. Oh man, I'm diving into two different books, one business, one ministry, one on family or parenting or marriage or something, just whatever it may be. And so what happens so many times in life, we talk about what we're going to do, but we don't really do. We really don't have that action step that we need to have in there. Actions, do the work, get in there. That's why I love Mark 135. Jesus got up early in the morning and went to a solitary place or a quiet place where he prayed. Why is that so important? If you create a habit of waking up and spending time with Jesus right off the bat, first thing in the morning, that will be a habit that you can create that will carry you through your life. Did you get your Bible time in this morning? Yes. Did you get your prayer time in? Yes. Did you get your, time with the Lord to conversate? Yes. First thing in the morning every day. I didn't have a good intention to spend time with the Lord. I had an action step right when the day started. A simple tip that will help you. A lot of times I ask people, what time do you get your day going? I mean, get the kids up, get ready for work, and they may say, 6:30. Can you spend 30 minutes? Set your alarm for 5:50. Get yourself 10 minutes to get together and spend 30 minutes with the Lord. Changes everything. People that start a side business, I ask them, well, what time are you going to dedicate to this side business? People say, hey, I want to start a social media channel. When are you going to do it? I ask people that say they're called to write a book. When are you going to do it? In my spare time. No. You will never write that book. When are you going to write the book? I remember one time when I was writing, I think it was my first book, someone said, when are you going to write your book? And I said, well, I generally start my prayer. Back then I started at about 6 in the morning. And I said, so I'm going to try to get up and I'm just going to write 30 minutes, just, get up in the morning. And so if you start at 5:30 and I would pray from 6 to 7, I would pray from 5:30 to 6:30 and then have 6:30 to 7, just have a small window there. And then I think another book I wrote, I said, when everybody goes to bed, we have like set scheduled time, I'm going to dedicate that time at night. And so I would dedicate certain times during the day to do things. Now, if you ask a lady that has a good hairstylist, I don't mean just a good hairstylist that's hard to book, when that lady is paying out, the hairstylist or her administrator says, would you like to schedule again in 6 weeks on Wednesday at 2 p.m.? They got that hair appointment scheduled. I remember when I had a crew, was the Swole Patrol. We worked out together Monday through Friday, 11:30. We would have a time we'd all, have our lunch break, we'd run to the gym and we would work out together at a set time. I remember one time I was working out with a guy early in the morning and we had a set time that we met in the morning. So what happens is in life, we have good intentions. Remember this is the quote of the day. This is the quote of the day. When it's all said and done, there will be more said than done. Always remember that. When it's all said and done, there'll be more said than done. The Bible says, don't just be a hearer only, but be a doer. Be a doer of the word. Listen, you got to dive in on this. You got to grab a hold of this. Good intentions are great. A lot of people take a lot of good stuff that's still inside of them to the grave because they had good intentions, but they had no actions. What is inside of them may not be a priority. You ever seen that old guy that's been talking about building that shed for 3 years, 5 years? It never became a priority. It became a good intention, but it never had action steps to it. If you want to jump into something, you got to put action steps to it and start building. Okay? Hope this is helping you. Hope this is encouraging you, because I want you to know this is the time that if you will prioritize your life and write down what you're supposed to do, you can put actions to your good intentions. Okay? Listen to me. A dream is a good intention. A goal is a good intention. I love dreams and goals. Good intentions. What is a plan? A plan is an action step. Get into action. Get into action. Man, I love books. I love reading books. I love writing books. But I have a problem of buying more books than I can read, okay? That's I just love. See, they made it too easy on phones and computers. Oh my gosh, that book, click, 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 boom. Wait a minute, I just bought that book. I got caught up in 2 seconds and 3 clicks, and I've done bought a book. You know you do stuff like that too. Don't even look at me like that. But I have all these books, and I'm like, man, I can't read all these books. I got good intentions. But I have to get action steps behind it. If not, I get in trouble for buying more books than I can read. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm just telling you. Okay? Tell you a story real quick. I remember when I was young in ministry, my cousin, Pastor Hal Haltom, he was my pastor, he would send me to nursing homes. And he would say, hey, look, just go take like a wing. I said, all right, Pastor, wings, 15, 20 people. I don't know any of them. He said, just go visit the old people. It's okay. I didn't realize he was really sending me down there for me to get training, not just for me to talk to those people. But let me tell you, I'm going to say 10 to 15% of all people in nursing homes are fun to talk to. I'll never forget this one guy. I walked in his room and I said, hey, sir, how's it going? I'm JoJo. He said, hey, man, come on in. Let's talk. I'm like, okay. So we're talking. I said, man, tell me about your life. What'd you do? This guy's probably 90s. Oh, boy, I was in the Army, man. I tell you what, I was the wild one. Anything they told me to do, I would lead our troops. Boy, he was like, oh, cool. He said, man, I married this amazing girl. She was the best wife. I love her. We had like 4 kids. I was the best dad and blah, blah. And he was telling me all this stuff he did. He said, I love God with all my heart. And he was just so excited. When he got done, I was like, wow. This is fun. This dude's in his 90s. He lived his life to the fullest, served God, his country, his wife, his kids. And he said, I'm a friend. Like if I said I was your friend, I was your friend. I'm like, this is great. I love doing this stuff. I went to the next one. Oh. His lady said, oh, I was a horrible wife, a horrible mom. I wasted and squandered every good thing. I said, oh, let me pray for you and get up out of here. And so I went to the next one. This guy said, man, I had a problem drinking, ruined my marriage. In fact, I ruined 3 marriages. I was a horrible dad and couldn't keep a job. And I said, oh, 10 to 15 people love their life. What's the difference here besides God, serving God? They all had good intentions and wanted to do right, but only a few did actions. Action step, baby. Write out your day. Plan out your day. Something I've read and along the way, and I've learned these different things, is when I go to bed, I can tell you exactly what I'm going to wear the next day. I can tell you exactly what my first 3 hours are going to look like in my day. Sometimes I can tell you what my first 8 hours are going to look like in my day. I can pretty much tell what my whole day is going to look like. I've already got my action steps, my plan in place for the next day. People tell me all the time, I've never seen anybody that gets more done than you. I'm like, well, I plan and prioritize more than most people. That's it. I've read a lot of books. I've read the books about block scheduling, 60 to 90 minutes, however your attention span is. Some of you need to be 30 minutes. But you block out your day on your calendar. Okay? I love you guys. I hope this is practical. Practical. When do you spend time with God, your spouse, your kids? If you're older, do you call your mom and dad? Do you call your grandparent? Do you call your kids? Do you call people you said you were going to be there in their life? And that's it. All right? It's good stuff today. I hope you're getting some of this. Action steps. You can do everything God has told you you're going to do. You just have to apply yourself. Let me pray for you, okay? Go to the website, jojodawson.net, go to the contact button, hit that button and send me a prayer request. I want to pray for you. You need to focus. Pray for focus and do action. Don't just have good intentions. Like I said, the grave is full. Miles Monroe used to always say, the richest place in the world is the graveyard because there is more dreams and inventions that's just dead in the ground. Don't be that person. Love you guys. Hope this helped.